So I understand you might have a driver's choice of the future for us, huh, Beth?
Could be, John. This one's a Buick. You know, a short while ago you were talking about how Cadillac needs to attract younger buyers. Well, Buick has the same problem. So they're also working on a car designed to get the younger buyer's attention. And it might just give us a hint of what future Buicks will look like. They call it the Wildcat. The first Wildcat was a 1953 show car, but they used the name later on a high-performance production car. So the name has been around now for 33 years, just about the age of the buyers Buick would like to see in their showrooms. And to drum up enthusiasm for all Buicks, the Wildcat will be prowling around auto shows and racetracks all over the country this year. But the Wildcat is more than a show car. It's what they call a concept vehicle. The concept? To build the ultimate two-seat enthusiast car. To do that, Buick did a lot of un-Buick-like things. See how the engine is exposed and mounted behind the driver? The driver sits near the front of the car, like in a GT prototype racer. Underneath, there are anti-skid brakes and a full-time four-wheel drive system. Not that they expect the Wildcat to do any mountain climbing, they're just putting power to the ground more efficiently. That power comes from a 230-horse version of Buick's 3.8-liter V6. It gets its extra energy by doubling up on valves in each cylinder, plus 2 cams per side to run them. The Wildcat's transmission is a revised GM 4-speed automatic. Maybe Buick thinks enthusiasts in the future won't know how to use a clutch. The Wildcat has a one-piece canopy, and underneath it are lots of show car gadgets. Here's one of the latest trends. The instruments are inside the steering wheel hub. Other readouts are projected onto a transparent screen in the driver's line of sight. We've seen that on some other GM show cars, including Buick's show car of 2 years ago called the Questor. On cars like the Wildcat, it's fun to speculate about what components might find their way onto a production model. Since the 24-valve engine was developed independently of the Wildcat project, it's a good bet that it will end up in the showroom soon, maybe in the upcoming Buick Reatta Sport Coupe. And while Buick's at it, it would be nice to have the Wildcat's four-wheel drive in the Reatta to handle the Reatta's extra power. And if they do that, all those components should fit the bigger Buick sedans too. In other words, John, making the Wildcat four-wheel drive might open the door for a lot of things.
So maybe someday we'll even see a four-wheel drive Park Avenue, too.
Well, that's not all that far out. Even conservative Mercedes-Benz is adding four-wheel drive to their 190 and 300 sedans. Several versions will be introduced this year for their home market, and here, maybe 1987.
Well, that's not very far away. Thanks, Beth.